Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Apex Racing TV. It's the BSR Formula Renault series from the Twin Ring Motegi circuit in Japan. Hello, everybody. Andrew Woodhouse alongside Adam Bath with Lee Thompson providing your camera work this evening. And Adam, yeah, it's a great circuit, this Motegi. We're using the East circuit here, so slightly different to ones we've been to before, but it'll be interesting for these Formula Renaults.
Yeah, interesting really. We haven't really seen many races around this circuit before, but yeah, racing on the Grand Prix layouts doesn't really incorporate any of the oval at all on this circuit. Usually a track known for the Motegi Championship as well, so we'll see how these Formula Renaults can tackle the circuit in the 4 races we've got today.
Yeah, there's 4 races, as Adam mentioned, 12 laps of each, and the final 3 races will be decided by a the grid will be decided by the reverse grid wheel as well, so whatever you do after the first race, don't go anywhere, stay with us. And yeah, we've got some great action coming your way over the next couple of hours or so. Right then, we're about nearly finishing the qualifying session, and we've got a good duel for pole position at the moment. Pete Berryman leads the way, 1:15.311 ahead of Graham Carroll, and then Martin van Loozenhoorn in 3rd, Antoine Higgelin 4th. So 4 current and former World Championship drivers in the mix of the top 4 there, Adam.
Yeah, that's interesting. Going into the championship standings then, going into this race meeting, Baker leading the way, Pete Berryman, who's been on a fantastic run of form the last few races. I think he's won about 5 and 7 or something like that. He's 2nd, and then René Osterkamp in 3rd, Martin van Loozenhoorn 4th, Denton is in 5th, and Christian Rose of CQR Club in 6th, 7th, Nathan Davies, 18th, 8th is Antoine Higgelin, 9th Michael Hall, who I believe is he one of the only drivers to topple the... Oh no, that was Matt Bunn. He's Michael Hall in 9th, and then the AM standings, Paul Denton leading the way there, Christian Rose in 8th, 5th Stephen Baxter, 6th Jos Honig, 7th Kip Stevens, 8th Ash McCud, 9th is Macaulay, in 10th John Godfrey. And in the team standings, no surprise to see Apex Racing UK 217 points ahead of Faker Simsport Europe in 2nd. The Faker Simsport Europe team not able to win a race so far this season. However, they've been on the podium 4 times. And then it is CQR Club in 3rd, along with Apex Racing Academy 4th, ProSim 5th, Team Mad 6th, Apex Simulator 7th. 8th Blue Flag Racing, 9th Radicals Online ProSim. They've won a race this season with Chembol at Bassi. However, it seems to be a one-man team. That's why they're so far down. And Quaif in 10th with Virtual Drivers 11th, and Creative Racing, the last team to score points in 12th.
Alright, that's how the season looks then so far. Of course, the series finishes in September at the Sim Racing Expo in Germany. Finals will be held at the Nürburgring itself, so yeah, very much looking forward to seeing how that one progresses. Okay, right. Adam's going to needs to step aside for just a minute or two. You're stuck with me for the start. Let's take you through the grid then for race 1 here at the Twin Ring Motegi. Pete Berryman on pole position, just picked his teammate Graham Carroll, who's entering as I think it's just a one-off for him tonight. Martin van Loozenhoorn in 3rd alongside Antoine Higgelin, as we mentioned. Jack Keithley in 5th with Josh Thompson in 6th. Nathan Davies 7th and Dave Baker in 8th. Angai Pedrozolu in 9th with René Osterkamp in 10th. Christian Rose 11th. Steve Baxter 12th. 13th for Matt Bunn ahead of Paul Denton. Then it's Jos Honig. Michael Hall down in 16th. He won the Club 73 Touring Car Championship the other night. Tom Depke in 17th. Blake Hood in 18th. 19th John McHutchinson. Danny McCauley 20th. David White 21st. Ralph Cullen in 22nd. 23rd Simon Hodge. 24th Pascalis Georges. Samuel Libert 25th, 26th Mark Pickford, and John Godfrey is at the back. Right then. 12 laps of the Twin Ring Motegi coming up. It'll be a good test for these drivers. Waiting for a couple of cars to line up on the grid. Yeah, this is not the usual layout here. Starting on what would normally be the back straight, bypasses the first sector, so we'll not see them go through the main start-finish straight. Different pit lane here. Be interesting on the downhill run towards turn 1. Here we go then. The green light is on. Berryman got away initially fairly well. Having to cover the line from Carroll. On losing odds on the outside. Keithley looking well into the corner as well. He's got up into 4th place. Good start from Keithley, ahead. Antoine Higeland is not moving. Don't know what's happened to him at all. He's had to pull off to the side. Don't know what's happened to Antoine Higeland. So it's Berryman, Van Loozenhout, Carroll, Keithley, Thompson, Davies, Pedrosoli, Baker, Osterkamp, Rose and Bunn. That's that sort of front pack that you've got there. Into what is now the middle sector here. Medium speed S's section. Then you've got a couple of slow corners and then the first lap will be completed. Martin Van Loozenhout with the chrome wheels there. Second place. Apex Racing Academy cars a car off. Christian Rose on the grass. Bumbling along the grass there, and something must have gone on. I don't know if he got to slow down. Berryman now coming under pressure from Van Loozenhout. He's having to defend here. The Northern Irishman. Van Loozenhout late on the brakes. Berryman has the apex. No pun intended. Keeps his lead. Good driving from Pete Berryman. Oh, off goes Carroll. Slight mistake there. Doesn't cost him too much. Van Loozenhout. Van Loozenhout this time. Attacking again around the outside. There's no way through. Berryman maintains the lead towards the S's. Oh, twitch from Van Loozenhout. Has he got alongside? He is. Can he go through? Berryman uses the outside. Can have the inside for the next right-hander. And it's going to be the outside now for this hairpin. And here comes Carroll. Carroll's down the inside. Oh, Carroll was late on the brakes there. Hasn't quite got the traction out of the corner. Here comes Berryman again. Berryman maintains 2nd place. Now it's his turn to chase down Van Loozenhout, who's been excellent in the last few weeks. I believe we have Adam Bath back with us.
Yeah, you do.
Lap 3, Adam. It's been exciting so far. Great battle at the front. Antoine Higeland had problems off the start, had to pull off to the side. He's now running again, but he's 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, Martin Van Loozenhout, good start though. Got 2 positions already to the race lead. Most of his wins have come in race 1. He was able to get a win in race 3 at Montreal just last week, in fact. So doing quite well this season. Most wins out of anyone as well, with 7. Got him for number 8 here.
Yeah, he's going to have to fend off 2 very quick teammates, of course. Berryman and Graham Carroll.
Are we saying that Graham Carroll's an Apex driver, or are we going to say he's a privateer for this race meeting?
Not too sure really. I think for the technicality of it, privateer, I'm not. I think I'm certain on that one. But the teammate of Pete Berryman ordinarily, and Martin Van Loozenhout, of course. Now looking to our championship leader, David Baker in 8th place. He's got Renault Osterkamp quite close to him. We had a fantastic scrap with Ashley Sutton last week. It was a great race, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic job between those two, and Osterkamp and Sutton. And David Baker, also quite remarkable that CQI as a team have only won 1 race this season, and David Baker hasn't really been on the podium too many times. I think he's only got 2 podiums to his name. But he's leading the championship and shows in most of the BSR series that we run on Apex Racing TV that consistency seems to count more than getting wins.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, solid performances, good finishes, always beneficial. But yeah, in my opinion, I think the wins should count for a tiny bit more. As Carroll has another go, and Berryman forces him wide. He's almost onto the grass. Berryman still there though, side by side. Graham Carroll, he's through. Let's see if he has anything for Van Loozenhout.
Then back up into 2nd place. The battle between the 2 World Championship Grand Prix Series drivers. Both of those 2 will be on the track this season in that championship. And the Faker Sim Sport driver Jack Keepley keeping a watchful eye on those guys in 4th place.
Is Osterkamp lining up Baker. He's got a nice drive out of that hairpin, Adam.
Rosalind, they go to start lap 5, and David Baker having to move over to the inside line. Osterkamp for that team there, going around the outside. Vector Sim Sport Group, no way through there, and a hard corner to get an overtake done. It's because it's downhill and it's quite a quick corner as well.
Yeah, it's quicker than you think when you get there. We just mentioned in Adam, they're using the main straight that they're using here. It's not the regular main straight, is it? It's the one that's normally the back straight on the full course.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So the east layout we're running today, as Osterkamp now tries for the outside on David Baker. No way through there. Might try and get a cut back on the exit as we head through the SS section.
He's going to be alongside. Oh, he is. Baker sees him coming. Oh, very close. But now we go into this fast couple of corners here. Baker, washes out a little bit. Just ahead of Ronnie Osterkamp, he remains. You can see in the background of a lot of these shots as well, the oval course here that's been used for IndyCar in the past.
Yeah, we go under the oval circuit. He comes again.
Osterkamp having a look again. No dice that time.
Yeah, just on the exit of turn 1, we go underneath the oval circuit. And we go under it twice, actually. We go under it halfway around the lap as well, just before the SS section.
It's a nice oval circuit. I think we visited that for the British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship last season, and it was a success.
Yeah, definitely.
I was leading at one point as well.
I know.
I led 2 races, in fact, that night. Couldn't get a victory, but yeah, very enjoyable racing out there. Very close, very fast.
I think we had Ray Alfala joining us for that race.
He was in there as well at some point. Yeah.
I think he won one. I think he might have won one as well. That's how long ago that was. As we're not too far away from starting another Pro Series in the Kia.
Yeah, I think we nearly crashed into each other at one point. There's Baker.
Fame to fame.
Well, yeah.
He's just hit Alfala. As Nathan, speaking of someone off, it's Nathan Davis.
It's Davis. Sorry, I'll just take that. But yeah, it is Nathan Davis.
Simulator. Yeah. Did he lose on his own? That's a very odd one. Yeah, lost it on entry, but then the car bit back when the car gripped and then spat him out into that gravel. He's now down in 12th place.
Funny, he says it's an Apex Racing Simulator's car, but it's an Apex Racing TV livery, so who knows?
They're the same colour?
No.
Simulators is yellow, isn't it?
Yep,
TV's orange.
There you go, for those of the viewers at home there.
There you go, yeah.
Main team blue, Academy is green. Yellow for the Sims, and TV is orange.
Vishali Shirshis just getting past John McHutchinson. That is him up a position. Just trying to work out what team he drives for, actually. Gone by me.
And ordinarily, you see, out of that bottom corner, so to speak, you normally end up onto the last section of this Motegi circuit, and it is an overtaking opportunity into that last chicane, which doesn't exist on this layout. It's a hell of a battle between Hall, Libert, and Georges. Yeah,
and I think Georges and Libert are 2 cars that does at the back because of penalties, and they're both through.
Hall went very wide there. Didn't really need to give that much room, but it might have just been a slight error from Hall that time. Man who won the Jetta category, the Mike Cooling Cup, in the Club 73 Touring Car Championship Sunday night. Congratulations to him. Congratulations also to Ben Hackerson, the champion of the Kia Optima.
One championship done. We've got the finale of the Mazda MX-5 Cup on Sunday at Le Mans.
Le Mans, excellent.
Fancy joining us for that one, Woody?
What, driving or commentating? I've got no wheel. Commentating.
Since Club 73. It's Sunday when Club 73 would usually be on.
Why not? We'll see. We'll definitely see.
Title's up for grabs, we believe, anyway.
It might mean I can have a Sunday off, though, so who knows? As Graham Carroll and Peter Berryman still battling away for second place. Carroll hasn't been able to do anything about Van Loozenhood at all since he's got past Berryman, so as he mentioned, the Dutchman's form in race 1 has been excellent. These two well, they met up in Holland a few weeks ago as well, Carroll and Van Loozenhout, so know each other well, but Carroll not close enough to put any pressure on his teammate. Well, he's not his official teammate here, but...
There's a fantastic battle going on between Nathan Davis and everyone else behind, which consists of Lebert, Vishali Jurgis and Stephen Baxter.
Oh, look
on
at
the outside is Lebert, trying to get 12th place.
The very long way around. That would have been.
Tom Depka's come into the pits. Don't know what's happened to Tom.
Paul Denton's in that group. Paul Denton's ahead of that group. It's Stephen Baxter, sorry. As here comes Lebert now. Oh, Jurgis! Oh, how late was that from Pascalis Jurgis? And he's going to make it through because we've got to turn right now. Oh, no, he's not.
Very narrow.
Oh, has he got to slow down, I wonder? I don't know.
I think it's just getting caught on the outside and there's just no grip up there, is there? And it's also a very narrow part of the circuit.
Lebert this time goes through on Denton, and that's so quickly he's got to Denton and got through.
Yeah, the gap that he's made is quite extraordinary. He's already up on his way to the S's, and a lap ago he was battling away with all these guys.
Well, they did nearly fall over each other, didn't they, the ones behind? But yeah, he's so much quicker out there. We'll see what this lap time is.
Oh! Sorry, Charlie Jurgis and Baxter nearly came to blows. I think there might have been just a little bit of contact involved, as there is now. Oh, how did Michael Hall avoid crashing into the back of all those guys there? He got out of it.
John McCutchinson nearly lost it.
McCutchinson driver for Pro Sim.
No, I was going to make a point about lap times. Yeah, that was it. So Carroll and Van Loozenhout in the mid to low 1 minute 15s. The Bears' last lap was a 17.5, and now he's just done a 15.8. So that's how much time he had left in the tank. Starting at the back again, though. It doesn't seem to help him, does it? He never seems to be able to fight at the front with these guys. Here comes Davies. Lebert, sorry.
Yeah, Samuel Lebert. He always seems to be trying to work his way back up from the rear of the field for something, doesn't he? Is Nathan Davis, yeah, getting past Paul Denton as well. Now that's Denton down to 13th place. It's been a good start for Paul. And now Michael Hall and Pickford are exchanging positions, it looks like. They're side by side.
Good recovery drive from Davis after that off that he had, quite a big one. And Pickford, can he get past Hall? No, he can't. So Hall takes that position away, keeps it. And just behind them, of course, you've got David White. You've got John Godfrey, who was in all sorts of bother last week, wasn't he? And Antoine Higelin, who had this problem at the start, not sure what it was. But it's put him down to the back of the field. That gets past Godfrey there.
Yeah, so up into 20th place. Down 16 positions is Antoine Higelin.
Look at Michael Hall. How defensive he's going. As Pickford is on the prowl.
2 laps to go.
Oh, Pickford's got a great run, but there's no opportunity to overtake for that medium speed right-hander, Adam. There's no braking area at all, really, for that.
Yeah, and then through that quick section, and who's he got behind him? That's David White in the Team Mad car, and then it's Antoine Higelin. Right front
really
on the inside. Pickford's going
for it. It's a really good fun layout, this, though, in terms of actual driving enjoyment. It's very high.
Yeah, I agree. I'm driving in a BMW, I think, once.
Oh, look at Higelin. Higelin trying to get past Pickford. He's just got past White. Oh, is that too much to the inside there? Oh, contact. White and Pickford in the gravel. And yeah, just a bit of a clumsy one, tripping over each other.
He's behind Ralph Cullinan.
Graham Carroll did close in to within a second, but Van Loozenhout has just put another 2/10 on him. At the minute, the Dutchman getting the better of the Scot. And then you've got Heathley sort of in no man's land in 4th, Thompson in 5th. Oh, Pedrozzoli having a very good run in 6th, actually, Adam, after all his trials and tribulations over the past several weeks.
Yeah, he's had a pretty quiet one, I think. Probably for his own good. He's in 6th place, 3 seconds between himself and Thompson ahead, and 2 seconds back to our championship leader Baker in 7th. So keeping himself quiet so far.
Well, he qualified 3rd and made a decisive move early on, and it's Martin van Loozenhoorn that comes over to win race 1 here at the Twin Ring Motegi. Graham Carroll 2nd, Pete Berryman 3rd, then it's Keithley Thompson, and Pedrozzoli's going to get a great 6th place there. Excellent stuff from him. Baker in 7th, keeps up that good finishing record, loses a few points, but really not many in the grand scheme of it. There's still battles going on, and we've still got anything happening into the last couple of corners. There might be something between White and Ralph Cullinan. Oh, hello. Been fairly close, but I think it's going to be White, is it? Yep. It was close at the end, wasn't it? Pickford's coming across. 24th for him. They're getting deposited, shall we say, into the gravel. We lost Simon Hodge on the final lap as well. But I don't know what happened to him. Started lap 12. Gonna have a check. Oh, he spun and disqualified.
Oh dear. Proson's over as well.
Disqualified with 3 corners to go. Never good. Unfortunate for Simon Hodge. Only one retirement
as well. Oh. And yeah, that was Christian Rose.
Yeah, a really good opener that tonight here at the Twin Ring Motegi. 3 more races to go, of course.
Annoying thing for him is that even though he's 1 lap down and still eligible for a reverse grid, he won't get pole position because he got disqualified. So I think that would put Tom Depker, right. I think.
Would be Depker if it's a full. We don't know. I don't know if there's been any adjustments to the wheel, but we'll find that out very shortly. Adam, yeah, take it away.
Okay, so running through the finishing order from the opening race of the day, Martin van Loozenhoorn takes his 8th win of the season. Interestingly, this is the 2nd time this season that Pete Berryman's taken the pole position for race 1, and Martin van Loozenhoorn's won the race, with Pete Berryman finishing in 3rd. Graham Carroll finishes in 2nd place. We can expect to see him propping up near the front throughout the rest of the evening. Pete Berryman in 3rd, still continuing his run. I think he's been on the podium almost as many times as he's won the last few weeks. Jack Keithley finishing in 4th, 5th for Josh Thompson, Tanguy Pedrozzoli 6th, David Baker in 7th, our championship leader, 8th for René Osterkamp, 9th Matt Bunn, and 10th Samuel Lebert, 11th for Nathan Davies, 12th Jos Honig, 13th for Pashali Shergis, 14th for Paul Denton, 15th for Stephen Baxter, car 888, 16th for John McCutchinson, the Pro Sim driver, Antoine Higelin in 17th place after starting in 4th, Michael Hall 18th, 19th John Godfrey, and 20th David White, Ralph Cullinan 21st, 22nd Daniel McCauley, 23rd Ash Blake Hood, 24th Mark Pickford, and then Tom Depker, the last car eligible for the reverse grid. I think we get a full, and Simon Hodge 1 lap down, and Christian Rose out of the race early on. Let's see who's going to be on pole position then.
Sorry, couldn't get to the mute button in time.
It's been Jos Honig for race 2 the last 2 weeks. Interestingly, see if it's his 3rd time. I don't think it will be this time. No, he finished in 12th.
'26 it lands on.
And that's Simon Hodge.
So that's probably insult to injury for him.
Because I think that will probably mean it's Tom Depker that gets reversed onto pole position then, with Mark Pickford 2nd, Blake Hood 3rd, Macaulay 4th, and Ralph Cullinan in 5th. Well, bar Simon Hodge and Rose, it's pretty much roles reversed. So we've got almost a completely full reverse grid.
Yeah, so of course we'll confirm that when race 2 starts. But yeah, it's looking like a pretty good, looks like some pretty good drivers at the front as well, with Depker, Pickford, Blake Hood and Macaulay all battling it out for the top 4 positions. Okay, so that was been race 1 here at the Twin Ring Motegi. We've still got 3 to go tonight here on Apex Racing TV. Join us back here again for the BSR Formula Renault Series. The final race of the evening from the Twin Ring Motegi circuit. It's the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship here on Apex Racing TV. Andrew Woodhouse, Adam Bath and Lee Thompson bringing you all the action from this great circuit. And what a great night it's been so far, Adam. 3 great races and yeah, fantastic setup for the last one.
Definitely, yeah, we've got the late conditions as well, so the cars are going to be pretty nippy around this circuit. Looking forward to this one, and we've got another big reverse grid with, what, supposedly 30 cars reversed. Yes. But obviously that's not going to be the case. I think we're probably going to have about 22 or 23. But that's still a good amount, and we'll see what Graham Carroll and Luzernaut can do, working well together tonight.
Well, they won. Carroll won from, I think he was 17th on the grid last time. And several drivers made up more than 10 positions, so we'll see exactly what can come of it this time round. They've almost finished the warm-up. Mid-15s then in the warm-up these guys are doing. Bennyman with the fastest time. It's been very close between Berryman, Carroll and Van Luzernaut. What seems to have happened is that the former 2 drivers, Adam, seem to be faster over 1 lap. Comes to the race, and Van Luzernaut seems like he's got the pace.
Yeah, Luzernaut seems to be doing very well. He hasn't had too many race 4 wins to his name though. I think he did it a few race meetings ago, so we'll see what he can do here. Nathan Davis has got the opportunity to get his first win of the season, though he's starting on pole position. Ralph Cullinan, who has a pole position to his name this season, starting second. Yostonic, a few podiums, but that hasn't really amounted to any wins. He's starting in third. Michael Hall for CQR, one of the few teams to topple Apex, starting in fourth. Pete Berryman in fifth. Sixth is Stephen Baxter. Seventh, John McCutchinson. Eighth, Christian Rose. Ninth, Danny McCauley. 10th, Tom Depker. 11th, Paul Denton. 12th, David White. 13th, Vishali Jurgis. 14th, John Godfrey. 15th, David Baker. 16th, Ashley Baker. 17th, Rene Osterkamp. 18th, Tanguy Pedrozzoli. 19th, Matt Bunn. And 20th, Jack Keithley. 21st, Martin van Loosenord. 22nd is sparring partner Graham Carroll. 23rd, Mark Pickford. 24th, Samuel Lebet. 25th, Josh Thompson. And starting in the back in 26th, making it an all-star back end of the grid, is Anton Higelin. Here we go.
All right then. 12 more laps. The last 12 laps of the night here at Motegi.
Green, green, green.
Are underway as the green light is on. Davis away decently to get a bit of wheel spin, though he's having to cover the line hard from Cullinan and from Honig. The first corner, then let's see if everyone behaves themselves under braking. You know what? Well, I think everybody's through. Pretty well done. It's not always the case in this middle sector, the three wide, the middle of the pack. Gosh, everybody's through. Let's start by Davies. He leads. He leads well from Honig. Berryman look already up to third with Honig. He's under a bit of pressure from Michael Hall. Is Hall going to have a look? No, but Berryman's going to have a look on Honig. Honig doesn't even challenge the position into the S's section. Hall now around the outside as well. Oh, very deep. Was Michael Hall there into that hairpin. Berryman already up to second and already after Nathan Davies.
Close battles at the moment then. Berryman, good start. Already up to second place. Car 69 running wide on the exit there. And yeah, very close in all the battles behind. Side by side between Vishali Jurgis and Ralph Cullinan, I believe it is, as we come across the line to complete the first lap. This is over 7th and 8th. And just behind those guys, you've got CQR car Christian Rose.
Yeah, just made a good start from 13th. His next victim is John McCutchinson. Sorry. Apologies, I think I've been butchering that all night. Obviously, reading's not my strongest suit today. As there goes EQR car, Christian Rose on Ralph Cullinan.
I don't think thinking is either.
I'll just blame the ring protect for that one. As of course, this is the second broadcast of the day on Apex Racing TV. Earlier on in the morning, we had a very good race in the Rick Protect Sports Car Series. We're having some fantastic racing tonight. It's worth watching, incidentally, just for the end of that race. Even if you don't get to watch the whole thing, fantastic stuff, Adam. It's definitely worth a look. As
Graham Carroll.
The middle of the pack is going a bit crazy here. Graham Carroll, Dave Baker,
and McCauley. This is over 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Once again, Carroll's traction out the slow corners is superior.
Mesmerising, isn't it? It's almost as if he's got grip. There's no one there. Three wide, Baker.
He's going to make it 3 wide. He's going to go Alpha Leather here.
Come on.
Death or Glory.
Well, the big mover out, the big loser was
just in the middle there.
The big loser was McCauley. So yeah,
it's good driving though.
And now Ralph Cullinan's going to be at the mercy of Carroll. He's about to get 9th place.
I don't think there'll be any mercy somehow. You know, Carroll is on the brakes here. Answer is excellent.
There you go.
It's very, very good, that.
Lap 3 up to 9th place. Started pretty much last.
Berryman's into the lead, Adam. Sorry, mate.
Okay. That shows you what I've been paying attention to. Let's have a look at what happened then. The Apex Simulators car relinquishing the lead. It was up the inside, just on the exit of the first sector, and just before they go under the tunnel, into the tunnel for the first time. Yeah, Davis through. Berryman
under the bridge.
Into the lead. Under the bridge. There we go. Halfway there.
There's a Red Hot Chili Pepper song in there somewhere. As Martin van Loosenord trying to go through on Matt Bunn. This is for 13th place. Very close battle here, and you can see Baker and Cullinan just in front of them. Both these pairs battling hard.
Oh, and behind them, losing odd bun and Cullinan versus Baker. Oh, and Cullinan might hold these guys up, actually. Oh dear.
Good defence from Cullinan there to hold off Bun into that fast section.
Holding his own.
Now can he have a go? Van Loozenord, where's he going to go? Oh, he's going all the way over to the inside. This could be pretty ridiculous if he... Oh, he makes it work somehow, does he? Bun gets a great exit. He's going to go all the way around the Dutchman here. Going to have the line, Matt Bun. Throws it in. Oh, he's forcing Van Loozenord to the inside. He's pinching him. Putting his car in the right place, Adams. Good driving from Matthew Bun.
Oh no!
He's lost it. Oh, bang. Oh,
and
he's been mounted.
By Samuel Lemaire. Oh dear.
Lemaire might have to try and get that into reverse. Oh.
Schumacher the Whitsey will repeat there.
Oh, that's it. And meanwhile, Graham Carroll's taking on Christian Rose. For
7th and 6th, yeah. Carroll, easy pickings. Well, he's got 8 laps to go. We're at 1/3 distance.
He won't catch Berryman.
He won't get Berryman is 9 seconds up the road. You're right. So
Berryman's gone. I'm sorry, but he's, I don't think there's going to be any answer for that. Pete Berryman, not had the best night, has to be said, but might be able to get a good win here to try and boost his championship perspective. David Baker. Oh, crash!
Baxter and Baker.
Baker's just hit Baxter. So I was just about to say about Baker, how he was doing, but yeah, it was a bit of a clumsy move by Dave Baker, actually, I have to say.
Baker Simsport Europe. Driver there, Baxter. Races in the
well, it was
Kia Cup.
Baker versus Baker, and well, yeah.
And, crash Maker. But David Baker. Oh, dear.
And,
the position taker.
Gone through on Osterkamp in that's for 11th, I think that one.
Into 9th place now. He's got McCutcheon up the road. Here comes Graham Carroll to get past Jos Honig, the Dutchman.
Carroll's just got the braking exactly right for that low corner at the bottom of the hill.
Almost like he's got a different engine in there or something, or he's got a extra free laps of power boost or something like that. As he's on his way.
Extra 3 seconds a lap, yes. Of fan boost, yeah. Ralph Cullinan, then he's having to defend from this marauding pack of degenerates.
Deplorables.
Deplorables. Undesirables. Paul Denton is leading the charge with John Godfrey behind him.
Oh yeah, plenty of cars here.
It's brilliant. Oh, here comes Godfrey.
Oh, at the inside.
Godfrey.
He's going to fight back.
Oh, Davis,
someone's off. Someone's off. It's
no, Davis.
It's a Cullinan. It's Cullinan.
Oh, Cullinan. I just saw a flash of red. Dear me.
Kicking off here then. This is over 15th on back. Matt Bunn's gone, is he? Yeah, Matt Bunn's dropping down the timing screens.
What's happened to him?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, was that? Oh, Baxter's been turned around and Pedrozzoli's around as well.
Oh dear.
Baxter got turned back the right way again. Here comes Keithley and David White.
I think Matt Bunn either nature
David
call
White's
or David White.
The inside. Oh, he turned into the middle, then he turned into the outside. No dice for White that time. What a cracking meeting this has been, though. Fantastic. I mean, yeah, we've had a couple of incidents, but it's all been in the name of good hard racing. And this is what we want to see every week. Christian Rhodes versus Jos Honig has been dealt with.
I was just looking at David White go wide. The problem for Matt Bunn, it looked like either nature called or he'd had enough for the day. Yeah, he just pulled over to the side of the road and exited the session.
Not know why that would be, but not having issues there. Nathan Davies now versus Paschalis Sturgis for second place.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Can the Greek get through on the Welshman? And he does. And Nathan Davies, from our commentary colleagues here at Apex Racing TV, upping down to third, but it's been a very good performance so far. His main task will be to see if he can stave off Graham Carroll, which is possible. Carroll only caught him up by 6/10 on that lap.
Yeah, he's what's the gap? 3 seconds to Nathan Davies and Graham Carroll. So podium is still on the cards. 5 laps to go, and yeah, 16.2 for Carroll, 16.8 for Davies. So we'll see what their lap times are like when they get back to line.
Paul Denton versus John Godfrey. It's probably the closest battle on the field. On the field?
Yeah.
Closest battle on the circuit.
On the field of play, yeah. 13th.
Well, it's the field of play, I suppose.
14th and 15th. Now we're just going into American terms, aren't we?
Yes. How many laps left on the play clock? Never mind. Fired again.
Giving alternative facts
with
here.
all the good racing.
Yeah, got Apex Academy versus Faker Sim Sport Europe going into the penultimate corner, and Denton versus John Godfrey. Britain versus Britain here. And he's going for it up the inside, is Denton. He wants to get some of these positions back. He lost 4 during the race.
It was just a bit of a dummy, wasn't it? I think tried to just get Godfrey off the track. It didn't really work. But he'll be able to have another look at Paul Denton. Oh, and you've got Keithley having a look at Pickford just behind them as well.
Nice battle here, Woody, between David Baker, John McCutcheon and Martin van Loozenor. This is over 8th, 9th and 10th. Van Loozenor getting a good run through the SS section here. McCutcheon in that Pro Sim liveried car. He's going to open up the inside, and Van Loozenor putting all the wheels through the dust and the dirt. He's going to get the position.
If he can get his braking right, that is. So that was a big, profound yes on Martin van Loozenor. Keithley did get the move done on Pickford, so that was for 17th and 18th. Yeah, Martin van Loozenor on his way. It's not been as stunning performance from van Loozenor in this race as we've seen in some of the other races, but having still a good solid run, still up 11 places. And Antoine Higeland's having a good run from the back of the grid as well, up to 11. He goes very wide, trying to get by McCutcheon. And look at Osterkamp as well. Osterkamp's right in there with Higeland. Moves that over to the inside. It's Baker versus Honig. Honig having to defend. He started third. He's now P7. 2 laps to go when they come through. Sorry, there's 3 laps to go. They've just come off the line, haven't they? Still get confused with that last sector. Here comes Baker. That was very, very close, wasn't it, to wiping out his front wing. Oh, what's this? Higeland.
On the inside, yeah,
Higeland,
of
a very shallow line. Higeland goes through. Osterkamp might have a good chance as well. Oh, there's very close between Van Loozenor and Honig. 2 Dutch drivers, I believe. Van Loozenor gets the better of that one. Sturgis has dropped Davies, who's still 2 seconds ahead of Carroll, so one might be done and dusted, I don't know. McCutcheon having to defend from Osterkamp again. Osterkamp using that wide line, he's going to fire that Renault out of that slow corner, Adam. He's got a superb run, great momentum, and good traction.
Yeah, 2 laps to go then.
Here he goes, Osterkamp.
On the inside, into the first corner, easy as you like, and that is 11th place.
Yeah, nice work there. Really doing a good job. Ready, Osterkamp.
Here comes, there's 2 battles going on here. Baker versus Loozenor, and also the car behind, which is Honig and the other one, Higeland.
Antoine Higeland.
Running outside, and that is him through, so he's come back and continues.
Van Loozenor's going to try and go around the outside of Baker, who's nearly on the grass at one point. Oh, they're almost touching. He might have done.
Baker with Baker around the outside.
Absolutely no fear all the way around the outside of the Dutchman. Man who's won his Formula Renault title on iRacing against the former BSR TC champion. And Baker's not giving in at all. This is brilliant stuff. And I fear he might have to relinquish the place now. He may have to yield to Higgeland. Oh, sizing up a move, and Baker at the last second decides to go to the inside.
I thought Lusenors would take a breath with it as Lusenors goes a bit deep into the final corner. This might open him up to attack again from Baker as we start the final lap of the day.
Great ebb and flow to the racing on this circuit, isn't there? In terms of when it takes one slight mistake to lose a lot of momentum. It's a bit like Monza where we were at this morning for the Motegi. It's really about nailing your exits, Adam.
Definitely, yeah. And shame we could miss that Monza race actually, because sports car racing on there definitely tends to be great. As Baker having to defend the inside line again, and now it's Higgeland's turn to go to the outside, forced onto the grass.
Fantastic driving from both men there.
Or maybe not forced onto the grass, just ran out of track. Baker was moving. Oh, here he comes! But meanwhile, Berryman's about to come and take the win.
Yeah, he's so far in front of Pete Berryman. Oh, no.
Higgeland's through.
On the final corner, takes the victory on the last race of the night.
Baker up the inside. Higgeland moves across.
Oh.
And now it's a run to the final corner. Higgeland's car all over the place, squirming on the exit. Can Baker throw it up the inside to get that eighth place?
Baker's got a good slipstream. He's going to go for it. Higgeland shuts the door on him. Bang! Oh, man! A little bit of contact.
And again he's
disqualified.
Oh no, and he's not happy with that.
And Baker is going to come through, and it's a bit of a clumsy end for those two boys, but what a great race it was between them. Didn't end particularly well, but it was.
So Alex won't be too happy if he's watching.
Oh dear me, what a! Oh, it's hard because he's.
It's hard because
it's the last corner, isn't it?
And it was the smallest nudge as well, but in a Formula 1 that's probably enough to give you a 4x. And
I think we have to leave that one to the stewards.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
That's one thing we're not.
I thought at first he was brake testing him then afterwards, but I think it was just him getting disqualified.
It was just that second. I think he just did come into the corner on such a shallow line, didn't he, that he had to... he just had to hold that inside, didn't he? And yeah, that was really it. Okay, let's.
Oh dear, it's all kicking off in the chat now. Running through the finishing order. Pete Berryman takes the win. Let me quickly get the sheet up to see what win that is of the season for him. He's got quite a few in recently. That is his 6th win of the season. So good job from Pete Berryman. Second for Paschaly Jurgis, that is his 8th podium. Third for Nathan Davis, the Apex Sims driver, getting his 2nd podium. Then Graham Carroll in 4th place. So what's that about? A 2nd, a 6th, and a win, and a 4th. So never finished lower than 6th. That's a good evening's work, I think. Michael Hall finishing in 5th. Christian Rose in 6th, the 2 CQR Club drivers finishing well. Martin van Loozenor finishing in 7th. David Baker 8th, having a fantastic battle. Great duel there with Martin van Loozenor and Antoine Higgeland for that matter. And John McCutcheon finishing in 9th, and René Osterkamp 10th. 11th for Jos Honig, 12th for Josh Thompson, 13th for Daniel McCauley, 14th for Jack Keighley, 15th John Godfrey, 16th Paul Denton, 17th Mark Pickford, 18th Stephen Baxter, 19th for Tom Depke, Ashley Blake Hood in 20th place, 21st for David White, and there's Antoine Higgeland 1 lap down. And because it's a disqualification, I think that means it's automatically a steward's inquiry as well. I don't know about the 0 points, but yeah. Samuel Lebert, another Apex UK driver, joining Higgeland in the 1 lap down club. Don't know whether...
He did finish the race though.
He did finish the race, but maybe this is the reason why Apex UK aren't too far ahead in the team's championship. And Cullinan 7 laps down, and we saw him exit stage left quite literally, and Tanguy Pedrozzoli after a good race meeting finishing 7 laps down. Maybe something to do with a certain Josh Thompson perhaps, but yeah, that might be another visit to the stewards that we could be talking about when we head to the next race meeting, which
We're going to be queuing up for those poor guys, aren't they?
I know, which I quickly look in the calendar for.
The stewards are going to have a right busy week.
Let's have a look at the calendar quickly to tell you where we're heading to next week, next Tuesday at 8 PM. We are heading to, on the 28th of February, Road America.
And that's a great circuit as well. Fantastic one. And yeah, I think, well, it'll be great to see those drivers giving it their all round on that fantastic circuit.
Well, this week we head to, I think we head to Road America ourselves later on this week. Yeah, we head to Road America for the Mazda MX-5s. Now, I do warn you, if any of you watched the Mazda MX-5 Cup on a Sunday night, we were treated to some of the best racing we've had all season in that championship. Chepelewski about, what, I think he was about 100th of a second away from winning all 3 races. So we'll see if he can replicate that form in the Winter Series, which heads to its, is it its penultimate week? Yeah, I think, yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
The Winter Series penultimate week of the season.
So, great week's action lined up in here for us in Apex Racing TV. And I think, you know what, I think that's just about all we've got time for tonight. So, well, thanks everybody for watching here from the Twin Ring Motegi circuit in Japan. I've been Andrew Woodhouse alongside Adam Bath, and thank you to Lee Thompson for stepping in and doing the camera work. Great job as usual, and yeah, we'll see you next week for Road America then. Very much.